Hello there, this is Aoshi Stark with a Let's Play of Thief Deadly Shadows. For those of you who don't know, the game Thief is highly regarded as one of the better, sometimes arguably the greatest stealth game ever created. It was made for an old console, I'm not sure which one. Based on the graphics, I'm gonna say PlayStation, maybe PlayStation 2. I picked the game up during the Steam Summer Sale, and Dutch was kind enough to remind me that I should be recording Let's Plays for our channel. So, we're gonna play Thief. I've only made it through the first couple levels, so for the sake of the Let's Play, I'm gonna start over.
Heartless Perry. A nobleman named Lord Julian had some sort of quarrel, and showed up at a local inn well after nightfall, and in a foul mood. He's carrying a velvet bag, about the size of a man's fist, and it never leaves his sight. Sounds likely to be valuable, but I'll know for sure when I steal it from him. Perry sent over a floor plan of the place, the Blue Heron Inn. Finding his lordship won't be hard. His room number will be in the guest register, if I can get to the front desk to read it. The inn will have guards, but not as many as a private estate. That should make things easy, which is one of the reasons I'm willing to try it without knowing for sure what the take will be. Lord Julian is so protective of that bag. There's got to be something of value in it.
Difficulty is going to stay locked at normal for the entire Let's Play because I'm new to the game and I don't want it to be too hard. I'm probably going to fuck up well enough on normal as it is, so there you go. Every mission has objectives. And yes, I am going to let everyone listen to the briefings, because I'm new, and I'm sure many of you also have never seen the game, so we should listen to the narrative, because it's fun to listen to Garrett talk about things. And here's your tools panel. Since this is the training mission, it's fairly empty. Alright, let's get going. Alright, for the sake of the Let's Play, I'm going to just skip through when they stop all these little explanation pages, and I'll just explain manually what they're saying. So, start of the game, you always learn, you're being a thief, you're stealing stuff, so you always want to be stealthy. At the bottom of the screen there's a light gem and a compass. When you get close to the light, it lights up brighter. If the gem is completely lit, guards and everyone will be able to see you clearly. If it's partially lit, then you're partially concealed. So we sneak past the guard and stay in the shadows. Now the game has two modes to it. There's first person mode and then there's third person view. I'm going to play mostly in third person because I like third person more than first person. But I will be flipping in between them on the fly based on what I want it to be at the time. Oh yeah, here's a good example to show you how the light gem works. You know, I'm partially illuminated here, fully illuminated like this. You never want to be fully illuminated, because then everybody can see you, and there's no point in being sneaky if everyone can see you. If you want to read the screens as I go along, I suggest just pausing the video and taking a peek. Most of them are just really informative and tell you of basic strategies of the game. This one's all about, you know, patrolling guards and things. To crouch in the game, you push X. To walk, you can hold either Shift, or to do what they call a creep, you can hold Control, but walking and creeping are kind of the same thing. Different surfaces have different noises they make. In this case, oh, look, I fucked up again. As I was saying, different surfaces have different noises. This one is metal, and it makes very loud, metally clanging noises when I walk over it. So I gotta move very quietly so the guard doesn't hear me. And then we're going to sneak into the inn with the hatch. There you go, we're in the inn, screwing around and messing with the inn stuff. Interacting with objects, you either use the default control, which is right click, or, in my case, I changed it to E because I like using E as my use key. Then, of course, one of the coolest tools in your arsenal is the water arrows. I'm going to load up here since they are generous enough to just let it keep respawning. Water arrows are arrows equipped with a large glob of water that'll extinguish pretty much any flame or light source in the room, as long as it's not a like hooded lantern or something that's protected from the water splash. It should also be noted that your ammunition does not reset after every mission. Your ammunition stays constant throughout the game, so if you waste your arrows frivolously, then you won't have any for the next mission, and you'll have to go buy more. So it's good to always be sparing with your ammo. Now we move on to lockpicking. Similar to the Skyrim lockpicking, you can swivel the pick around on the bottom like this, but because this was originally intended for a console, it's much easier to just use wads and point it in the direction that you think the sweet spot might be. It's almost always one of the 4 compass directions, but I've heard for more difficult locks they tend to go into the diagonals as well. But all in all, there's only 8 possible combinations that thing could be on. Time for our first sneaky attack. We're going to take out the old innkeeper with our blackjack. The blackjack is a non-lethal weapon, and it can be used to knock out people if they don't suspect you're around. When Garrett goes like this, that means you're in prime striking position. BAM! Down he goes. Now it's time to hide the body. And I always like to hide the body. Where else? In the cellar! Oh, da, da, da. Come on. Throw it, Garrett. You bitch. There we go. Down he goes. No one will look down there. Lord Julian's in the phony suite. Because he's a big phony.
Lord Julian. Wouldn't do to have anyone think he was just Julian.
Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. No! I killed the kitty! Oh, damn it. That just ruined my day. I'm sorry, I really did not mean to kill that cat. I didn't expect them to pull the dagger. Aww. Along with your primary mission objective loot, there's always extra loot hanging around that you can pick up. Usually in the form of goblets and plates and candlesticks. Sometimes there's also gemstones and things too. This is the wall hug method. Surprisingly, this works very well for hiding in places where there's like very little light sources or if there's very little shadows. And it's actually really good if you gotta like hug a hallway while somebody's coming down it. Like if I did this and a guard walked past, they would not see me, even though I'd be within touching distance of them. Anyway, we're moving on to the last part of the training mission, which is where you have to pickpocket Lord Perry. So when we get to that, or I'm sorry, Lord Julian, when we get to that point, I'm gonna shut up. For now, we're gonna use the noisemaker arrows to distract the guard. An arrow with a firecracker at the end of it. It's very entertaining.
That's not a... What's that noise? That's right. Just keep it up, you. Easier to...
Hooray! More plates! So, we were coming to Lord Julian's suite to steal his bag, but he's not here, so where the hell is he? Obviously, this convenient piece of paper will tell us.
His lordship has gone for a walk. Can't have gone far.
Oh yes, I should note also that extra loot always has a little sparkly underneath it, like that, at the base of the goblet. So that's how you can tell it's valuable. Alright, so we're nearing Lord Julian's talking and stuff, so I'm going to shut up and just play. While I attempt to steal the amulet from him.
5 picked men.
My lord.
5 picked men with me, and we cut our way through.
He's your cousin, my lord.
I won the bet. My shaft was closer by a thumb's width. The bloodline opal should rightfully be mine.
If I may, my lord, I can help you. I know the castle.
Well, you're a cook. What could you know?
Every evening after sunset, the supply wagon comes through that gate and into the courtyard, and no one looks twice. Arrange for your men to be inside one evening.
And then we cut our way through. 5 good men against 20, and my accursed cousin.
My lord, listen. There is a passage leading into the castle from the courtyard. I can open it for you when you give me the signal. The torch in the lion's head sconce. You must put it out.
The lion's head torch. Yes. And when I reach the vault and hold the bloodline opal, I will take my place as head of the family. The Lady Elizabeth will be waiting. Even now she'll be flattering him, giving me time to return.
Only the medallion is the only key, my lord. You must keep hold of it.
You forget Lord Ember has another. I hear he guards it with his life.
My lord, I wish only for peace in the household.
The opal is mine. I won that bet, Morris. I won it.
He won it. But now I won his velvet bag. Dun, dun, dun. Twinkly sparkly.
Stomach's growling away. When's that dinner coming? That's what I want to know. Ah! Smells like trouble. Ouch! Someone's sneaking around. You there! You won't leave here alive. I can't see.
Close one, but I've still got the goods.
All right. Something going on?
And that's the intro mission to Thief, Deadly Shadows.
Nothing like mixing in society, especially if it comes with good loot. The velvet bag turned out to hold a bronze medallion stamped with a griffin. Valuable enough, but more interesting was the conversation I overheard between Lord Julian and the cook. Especially the part about a huge opal and a conspiracy for stealing it. I'd hate to have anyone but me get a stone like that. But I need a better idea where to start looking. If I show the medallion to my fence, I'm sure he'll know more. Heartless Perry always does.
So at the end of every mission, you usually get these little nice debriefings here. It'll give you a breakdown of your stats. I always miss the 25. I always miss that one last item. I don't know where it is. I've never found it. It'll tell you how many opponents you've blackjacked, how many you've killed, etc. Should have one for me killing the cat, because that poor kitty. And it'll give you a breakdown of all your goals for the mission if you'd like, and it'll show you any additional gear you may have picked up, along with any money you may have acquired. That is the end of the training mission for Thief Deadly Shadows. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the cinematic, and then we're going to be closing down this episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Fence take a look at Lord Julian's medallion. Perry says the crest belongs to the Rutherfords, one of the oldest so-called great families, with a castle in South Quarter and a street named after them. They've got a lot of wealth and a nasty reputation for turning on each other. Based on that conversation I overheard, Julian is definitely carrying on the family tradition. Lord Ember, Julian's cousin, currently resides in the castle, and Julian wants revenge. Julian had a good plan. Hide inside a supply cart and ride in after dark. Then signal the cook to open the side door by putting out the lion's head torch in the courtyard. A good enough plan for me to use myself. That bloodline opal sounds valuable, and it's better off with me than sitting around in their vault. But I can't get lazy. Ember will have his personal guard, and doubtless a few other family tricks in store for anyone who comes after the opal.
So our next mission will be the end of the bloodline, and it'll be the first mission for Thief Deadly Shadows. I'm Aoshi Stark, and this has been Let's Play Thief.